Well, I'm here. I'm alive for now. And what I mean by that is, well, isn't it obvious? I'm playing ground. We're gonna die. Yay! Hey, I mean, I couldn't sleep. I kid you not, I tried to go back to sleep and I couldn't sleep. I woke up and I couldn't sleep. I dropped my thing. I've been up since like 6 o'clock. Tried to go back to sleep several times and it didn't work. I guarantee you, by the time, like, I'm gonna say probably about 4 or 5 o'clock rolls around today, I'm gonna be so freaking tired I'm gonna barely be able to drive. Ugh. Oh boy, poor Johnny. Everybody else has either already went back to school. Or next week they start school, so I'm kind of preparing myself for quite a few people to stop showing up to the early morning streams, but that doesn't mean I'm going to stop doing them. I'm just going to I'm not going to say it's not going to be as frequent either, because that would be a lie as well. Alright, well, we get to use this thing first. Also, is anyone else noticing either the radio towers violently vibrating or swirling? Or are my eyes playing tricks on me in the background? I think it might just be that the textures aren't loading in. You know, funny enough, here's the kicker, right? You're talking about going to DC. When I was in, funny enough, 8th grade, they took a trip to Charleston, and I wanted to go. But if I remember correctly, you had to cough up a certain amount of money in order to just go, and you couldn't. And this is the kicker, and it really pisses me off that they really put you behind a paywall like this. And if you had any fines for the school, you had to pay those off before you could go as well. So needless to say, I didn't get to go, and they went to Fort Sumter, and you know, I kind of got the last laugh a little bit because not long after my dad died, I got to go to Fort Sumter. It was not as entertaining as I thought it would be. Literally, I'm going to tell you guys this, it is not worth what you pay to get into the place. Literally, the most entertaining part about it was the boat ride there and the boat ride back. I kid you not. Like, I am a massive person when it comes to history stuff, right? But this is just something that I could not get interested in. You get there, they don't have any of the old barracks there anymore. The only thing they have is like the cannon mounts on the first floor. That's it. They don't have any of the old barracks there anymore. They're not trying to put them there. But you can bet your butt that they got a gift shop. Oh yeah, they got a gift shop. Like, other than the boat ride there, the most entertaining part for me was going out and looking out into the bay and feeling the breeze hit my face. Like, that was like very peaceful. I got an hour and I have to get my brother up. Because I'm trying to get him on a schedule to get up. That's normally my alarm to get up, but yeah. But yeah, I mean, you know, if I'm being completely honest, the best part about Fort Sumter is the boat ride there, the boat ride back, and then that little bit of the breeze. Like, you know, you had the opportunity to see like handprints of like the slaves that helped build Fort Sumter and stuff. And you know, just like listening to the guy talk, you know, and he was talking about how like slaves built the fort and everything. And it's really cool. And, you know, they were talking about how, like, there used to be a lot more to Fort Sumter, a lot more area, but it got covered up after years and years of erosion and stuff. And it's actually really cool to listen to, but it's just, you know, there's nothing really there. Basically, yeah, Viking. I just detonated a tank and I think I made somebody else panic and run away. Because they were right next to it. It's a feature that they added. I'm not exactly sure if you want to call it a feature or not.
Attention to the designated grid square. Attention to the designated grid square.
Dang, somebody got to it first. Alright, Johnny. See you later. I hope you had fun on that trip, though. I really do, you know. I haven't... Alright, so there's only been one field trip that I remember taking, and I really did enjoy it. It actually kind of helped spark my interest in historic stuff. And that was a trip to the State Museum. But the funny part about it was they only like took you to see certain things in the museum, and you had this paper you had to fill out so that, you know, the school wouldn't, you know, say that they just basically took you just to take you. And I enjoyed it, and I really did like all the stuff. I don't know how much it is in US dollars, if I'm being honest with you, Viking. I have went to kind of sort of, well, it's not really a tank museum, it's more of a military museum, but it was fun. I've went to like 3 or 4 different types of museums. But the State Museum has like everything about near in it. Like, if I'm being honest, it has about near everything in it. Like, we're talking, it has like the dinosaur exhibit was definitely like very small. They have like maybe like a very, very small selection of dinosaur exhibits, but that was cool. They have that. They got the Best Friend of Charleston replica, which I always find the Best Friend of Charleston to be a really cool one to look at. Yeah, they got all kind of stuff. They used to have like little, like the small scale of train models, and you could click a button and it would like make a train come out of the tunnel and stuff, but I think they deactivated it now. because now the models are just kind of static, which kind of sucks because like that was one of my favorite parts about it. But yeah, they got like old cars in there. They got a Hunley replica. I love the Hunley replica.
Attention to the map.
Enemy forces have captured that zone. A little more effort and victory will be ours.
I have yet to go to the Hunley Museum itself, but I do 100% plan on going eventually. Because I am like fascinated with like the Battle of Hampton Roads and like all those ironclad things like that. And you know, the funny thing about that is, I didn't realize it until, I didn't realize it until recently, but apparently, the Americans were the first ones to build ironclads. I thought it was the other way around.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Also, congratulations, guys, we won. Cool, I got a braking system. And we go back to this one, and we got one part we need to get for them. You know, I'm genuinely surprised Chris hasn't gotten on. Maybe he's busy, who knows. Ooh, I see what Chris means about that, though. Yeah, I genuinely, like, cannot wait to get to Italy when it comes to playing, tanks. Like, I'm actually excited to get to tanks now. I mean, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm going to have to start off in 5.7 all over again. But, I think, yeah, I'm only like 3 different things away, so it's not really that big of a deal. And I think I'm probably going to not use that other round. I think that the round I'll have stock is better. And then we'll go into 6.0, which will be fine. I think the one I'm probably looking forward to getting my hands on the most, though, is the M47 with the 105 in it. I mean, you get decent rounds for it. The OF40 Looks like a modified Leopard to me. The Leopard 1A2 with the cool side panels on it. I am genuinely actually looking forward to getting back to Germany to play them, because I'm getting into the era for Germany. Hold on, let's go look at all the stuff I gotta grind out. So, funny enough, when I get back to America, I have to grind out the M3 and the M3A1. I'm going to try and get these guys finished while I'm grinding those two. Or I might just try and go into the BRs to get those done. Who knows? I'll figure it out when I get there. And apparently... Wait, they moved this back to 3.7 again? Wait, hold on. There we go. Yeah, now it's at 4.0. That's better. But yeah, I did not realize... Excuse me, by the way. I did not realize that I hadn't finished a few vehicles until just now. Or not just now, but recently I realized I hadn't finished a few. So I gotta go in and finish grinding all those out. And then research of helicopters by Clay. You know, I'm honestly thinking about doing that for maybe Russia when I start playing them, so that I can get the MI8. But anyway, let's see. Alright, so I got the 8.0 stuff, but I think I was grinding out 7.7 because I don't... Yeah, 7.7 was what I was grinding out. So yeah, that'll be fun. And I'm going to 9.0, so we're going to just kind of look at every nation and see what their 9.0 lineups go to once I get done. See, that's going to screw me over. Honestly, Viking... If it gets its own BR or a low BR, yes. If it gets up tiered, no. I would not say that it is. Yeah, that's going to screw me over because that's at 9.3 and then the one below it's at 9.0. So that's going to screw me over. They need to move those or switch them. So the XM803. Of course, I'll have the Bradley. I actually can't wait to get the Bradley. I hear a lot of people saying two different things about it. One set of people, hello James, one set of people says, oh, it's not that good, and then another set of people says it is. So, you know, I guess it just depends. And then, of course, hold on, let's start at the BR I'm starting at. So, 8.3. So, M60A2. I don't know how I feel about this one, if I'm being honest. I don't know how to feel about it. Like, I know my way around the M60, but that one's going to be a pain, I get the feeling. Of course, you get the T95E1, which, funny enough, actually has that weird turret that they had on a lot of the other ones. Let's see, 8.3. So then you also get the M60A1 AOS. I don't really know what the difference is between it and the regular M60. Oh, the turret change. Okay, cool. Now I know. There we go. And then we go into 8.7, which is, of course, the little rat that everybody seems to hate. And the M60A1 Rise, which just has a lot of ERA. and a hope and a prayer. And the XM246. I think this is the one that Demon really wants. Honestly, like, it's a weird looking vehicle to me. It's just very, very weird. But yeah, I'll get it when I get it. And then, of course, I looked at the Bradley. We got to get, funny, unless they move it before I get back to America, I have to get both of these. And then you get the M60 A3 TTS. No, he wants the 246. Also, hi, Chris. And is that really it? Wow, like, that's how many vehicles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 11 vehicles to grind out. Eesh. All right, now Germany, I think I've spaded out everything. Yes, I agree, but I don't know. I haven't talked to him. I thought I'd get to talk to him yesterday. See you, James. But I didn't get the chance. Oh boy, what's going on? In the near future, the placement of this vehicle will change. Oh, I see what they're about to do. They're about to move both of these up to there and move the Stug down to here. Okay. Makes sense, honestly. So, with Germany cricket, I'm sorry, I had to at least try it. It doesn't sound as good as I hoped it would. The Gepard. People are going to hate me when I get the Gepard. And I can tell you why. Last night, me and Pup and Pollen ended up having to leave early, and me and Pup ended up playing for a little bit longer. I was playing Israel. I was playing Israel, and he was using everything he could to defeat me. I grabbed out Chris's favorite anti-air with 257 mils. And I started blasting. Funny enough, I know exactly how I'm going to use the Gepard when I get it. And I'm not going to use it as an anti-air. I mean, it'll probably be one of those vehicles that I'll bring out like once, use it as a tank, and if it doesn't go well, I'll bring out an actual tank and then just save the spare for when I need it. So I have to get that. Which statement? I've said a lot of those. No, I'm not. Nope. Nope. Nuh-uh. I am not challenging you to squat. Forget it, mister. I know when to say no. But anyway, I also have the M48 A2 GA2 that I have to grind out. That'll be nice. And then at 9.0, I'll have the TAM. And this is another one of those things that they really got to fix. Like, I really hope that Gaijin flip-flops a lot of these BRs so that it makes more sense. But the JAPZK A2, I think, will be a very fun vehicle for me. I love a good autoloader, and it's on a light tank chassis. I think that'll be very fun to play. And then I have the Leopard 1A1 that I'll have to get. I think that'll be fun. And there's like, what, one more vehicle that I'd have to get, and that's the Jaguar 2. Holy moly, the amount of stuff that's on that vehicle. And then that's it for the German tech tree. Then we go to Russia. Boy, this is gonna be interesting. Let's see. Alright, the grind begins at the T-55s. The T-55A. No less. Alright, I can't wait to get to those, by the way. Anyway, yeah, enough of that. Also, Chris, did you see Pollen's edit this morning? And did you watch all the way through? No, the other one. You haven't seen it. Hold on, I got you. Whack. Whack. Quack. Whack. Watch it. And then while you watch it, I'm going to keep going through the vehicles that I have to get next. The T-62. I actually look forward to getting the T-62. I think that'll be fun. Jay says it's really good, but I don't know. We'll see when I get it. The T-10M. I think the BMPs are probably like the few vehicles that I'm just really not looking forward to getting. It's just one of those vehicles where it's like, you know, just not really anything I want, but I'll get it because I know I have to get it. The IT-1 is another one that I'm just like, you know, not really looking forward to getting either. Especially if these ATGMs aren't like really well guided, because there's no way I'll be able to play them. And we're going to 9.0, I said, so the BTR 82AT, I think, looks really, really fun. I actually can't wait to get this thing. I mean, come on, you get a BTR and a missile launcher, or an ATGM launcher. I mean, you know, that's like a dream come true for anybody that likes to hide behind hills. I'm still trying to figure out what exactly the idea behind this vehicle was. The Object 435. Like, it looks like it has the lowering suspension. The T-55 AMD-1. Ooh, they put all the fancy gadgets on that thing. Look at that. That's awesome. And the T-62 M1. That looks cool. I think that's all the 9.0s that I'd have to get. Uh-oh. It won't let me click the label. I'm sad. Alright, Britain. My nemesis, the British. I'm kidding. Get down, buddy. Go on. Or go out. One. Damn. Stupid dog. Constantly wanting to get up on somebody. Nah, Chris, you gotta admit, those funny moments were funny. I'm thinking about honestly hiring Pollen. Well, not really hiring him, but getting him to start clipping a lot of my streams. And, and making funny moments. I have an idea. See, the issue, Chris, though, is you're asking him to do an edit, but he can't really do like the kind of like taking the War Thunder replays and doing that. He doesn't really do that. He plays on Xbox, so he has to like do everything from his point of view. So it would be really difficult for him to really do anything. And I hate that, because if he wasn't like, how do I say it? If he wasn't confined to that, he could do some really, really good edits. And I know he could. But see, he's also lucky because he can download like his point of views and stuff onto a computer and edit them that way. I can't do stuff like that, and I'm not about to try either. It honestly, when it comes to stuff like that, that's kind of what makes me wish that I would have started on computer instead of console, because I could have done some really good cinematics, I think.
The enemy has captured most of the strategic zones. We no longer have the advantage.
I've tried looking at replays, and it doesn't work for me, so, I mean... Dude, you can literally get Bing on like anything. I could go right now and add Bing to my computer with no problem. Bing was actually the browser that I used on my my school laptop that they gave us. I liked Bing. Bing was cool. They gave you really cool pictures and stuff. Oh no. I'd greatly appreciate it if somebody would kill the thing that's over here.
全军，收到，正在前进。
Somebody needs to attack something before we lose this match, before we even get started good. But yeah, like, I mean... I'd like to be able to do cinematics and stuff, but one, I don't have the patience to edit, so I'd have to definitely like hire somebody else to do it. And two, well, I'd love to do cinematics and stuff. Like, I honestly, I'll say this, I would very much love to be able to do, like, the kind of videos like what Bowtime Gaming and all of them do. That's what I'd love to do. Those are the kind of videos I'd like to make. You know, just a few guys hanging out and, you know, playing some War Thunder and stuff. That's the kind of stuff I'd like to do. Now, I could, in theory, restart the grind on my computer. I could download War Thunder and restart the grind. But I would rather rot in the deepest depths of hell than to restart the entire grind. Yep, I figured I was gonna die. My death was told to me before it happened. I don't know. Chris, how would you feel? Just a quick question. How would you feel if I restarted the grind all over again on a computer? I will say this, if there was a way that I could actually make the conversion of this account to a laptop work, because apparently it doesn't work, or if you from what I understand it does work, but if you do it, like, you still don't get access to like Marketplace and stuff, because the fact it is a PlayStation account, which is stupid. But
The enemy is controlling most of the zones.
yeah, I mean, you know, okay, they got their red comp wagon. Good. We got a little tank. Never mind. He kind of got shot, murdered. I'm scared to push out. Ow. It's okay. I'm on fire, but it doesn't hurt. Not exactly sure that's something I want anyone to hear. It's okay, I'm on fire, but it doesn't hurt. Chris, you're just having like the worst luck with those Ho-Rees, aren't you? Oh, there's a tank behind me. And my turret is slow. Yeah, mm-hmm. Chris, I'm beginning to wonder if those Ho-Rees just really like you. But yeah, I mean, I would 100%, like, you know, and I'm not really too worried about Marketplace, if I'm being honest. I wouldn't really care because, you know, no offense, Marketplace is overhyped. I'm not gonna lie. Like, okay, you can spend $2,000, like, IRL to buy this tank. Good for you. I'm not spending $2,000 on a virtual tank, you know? Chris, I think I'm going to go to A this time. A or B. One of the two. If I could figure out how to convert my, if I could figure out how to convert my account to computer, I would probably do it just for edits, but I would 100% have to get a, I'd have to get a controller to play it on because there's no way you could pay me enough to try and play War Thunder on keyboard. I'd go nuts. There's just too many buttons and I'd misclick something, and I know I would. My luck, I would 100% click the J button. No, I still, wait, no, that was a bomb series. Yeah, exactly. I mean, do I have a keyboard? Yes. What do I use it for? Extra keys. No, no, Chris! Chris, wait! Chris, is that what I... Oh, no. Nope, forget it. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, I use my keyboard literally for extra keys. That's all I use it for. Chris, I'm going to use you as spaced armor. I hope you don't mind.
Most of the strategic zones are captured.
Also, I believe we're being pushed. I shot over him! Chris, you killed my driver. I was about to pull the trigger, too. Wait, they moved it to... No, it's always been at 7-3. Never mind. Yeah, I'm going with Chris on this one. I don't want to be here anymore.
Designated grid square.
Chris, wait for me. Nah, Chris, just when we thought the whole respam was done, or at least slowed down, we run into it again. Yes, I'm aware I can remove grass and sites, but that's not going to help me with the smoke and flame and burning to death issues. And plus, I like having the grass on the sites because it's realistic. And I'm a realistic player. Yeah, I ain't poking that hill. Never mind, I poked it too much. Good news, though, he is marked.
Attention to the map.
Yeah, I'm just not... Nope. Mm-mm. I am not bringing that out just to get murdered again. Also, Chris, what are your thoughts on me getting this thing today? Rubs hands together menacingly. The amount of guns on this thing makes me happy. Happy giggles. Hee. The bad part is I don't know where I'm going to put it even when I do get it today. I'm honestly more concerned with getting the Battle Pass stuff. I'm going to spend the rest of my Golden Eagles on the Battle Pass and see how far I can get. I gotta admit, though, I would not mind getting this vehicle here. Just so that I can try it out. I still find it funny, though, that they literally just mounted a helicopter rocket pod on top of the vehicle and said, yep, this will work. But anyway, yeah, I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom. I have my airplane that struggles to take off from the airfield. I'm sure it'll be fine. How much weight are we talking with these? All right, hold on. Let's see. Weight. It's got to have weight. Okay, so 1,295 kilograms, 1,200 kilograms, 696 kilograms, and 1,100 or 1,016 kilograms. So literally, this is the heaviest payload. Yes, Chris? Yeah, I don't like it when Chris goes silent because it makes me think I've done something wrong. Ooh, hold on. The Miyoko. What's that look like? Ooh, that's actually really cool. I like that. They got a helicopter too. Hell Black Widow or Black Widow Hell? I don't know. I don't know if that's what that says, but yeah. You know, the sad part is I have some of these, so like literally there's no need for me to get them. Time is over. Tasks will be updated after a battle or re-entering the game. Oh, okay. Cool. Chris, are you done with that match yet, or are you still somehow surviving? Also, Chris, do you know who Dolly Parton was? Was? I'm hurt that nobody knows who Dolly Parton is. First somebody who's like living in America, like literally Dolly Parton was like the queen of country music. Y'all hurt me. You stab me in the heart with your words. How do you not know who Dolly Parton is? It hurts. Chris, come on. Chris, that's because you're uncultured. You don't know what good music is. I bet you listen to Beethoven. Or opera. I'm gonna shut up before Chris bombs me. No, I feel like Chris would 100% listen to Mozart. Ah, yes, you have to love JROTC. I'm glad I never joined. Wait, hold on. Chris, you're kidding, right? You listen to Minecraft music. Boy, you're more than meets the eye. Well, then what does MC stand for? Music critic? Mute cat? I don't know anymore. What do you listen to? Old MacDonald Had a Farm? E-I-E-I-O? Is that what you listen to? I'm sorry, it was too easy. I swear if I have my bases stolen again, I'm going to scream. Also, you hurt my plane. Could you not shoot the aircraft with bombs, please? What PE2? Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be on for that long, but that's nice. Chris, we got a B-18 on R6. I'm gonna drop bombs and head back to base. That's not how bombs eject. Anyway, bye.
The enemy's getting closer to victory.
Chris, that B-18 is like very fixated on you. Never mind, he's no longer fixated on anybody, but that Yak 7 looks interested. You better run, Chris. That Yak 7 looks hungry. Chris, that Yak 7 is coming up on your 6 fast. Also, I'm 100% positive they've gotten rid of the bombing the airfield thing. Because it used to be at this BR, if you bombed all the bases, you could bomb the airfield. Now they don't seem to have that. Kind of pisses me off. Chris, why are you giving a Yak 7 a hard time? I say that as my wings are like flapping violently. My TV disconnected. I'm glad I'm not close to the ground. Dude, I'm pretty positive my TV has like a sleep mode on it now or something. Because it's like, now it does that every now and then, and I gotta figure out how to turn it off. I think I'll do that while I'm landed. Also, I'm gonna have to come in again and land, but, you know, eh.
The enemy is winning. We must counterattack.
I don't know exactly what we're supposed to bomb when we get back, because there's nothing left. I guess we bombed their hopes and dreams. All right, Chris. Let me go look at my settings right fast. All right, settings. Theme, accessibility. Yeah, that's not it. Picture settings. Yeah, I don't see anything about the sleep mode or whatever. Alright, Chris, here I go. I'm going to try and take off. This ought to be entertaining. Don't worry about trying to shoot the trees. I'm hoping to be able to get off the airfield. It's got to get enough speed to get this plane in the air. Come on. Come on. Alright, she's in the air. I just got to get her higher. Come on. Come on, don't you drop on me. Chris, I got it. I just got to full throttle it until I get to a decent speed. Also, we're being airfield camped, so... I can't turn, so I gotta keep flying. I'm sorry in advance, Chris. Maybe the guy will go for the HU-111 first. I don't think he's going to go for the HU-111 first. If he does, it'll surprise me. Yeah, I saw that coming. He took my Top Gunner, didn't he? Nope, Top Gunner's still alive. Well, gotta love the airfield campers. What do you mean, what the flip did Pollen do? I get the feeling, if you're talking about that post from the YouTube violation thing, I get the feeling his Vietnam thing got, I think his Vietnam thing got flagged because he didn't, copyright, or give the copyright claim to the people who made the song. I don't know if he knows how to do it or not. I know I don't. That's why I don't listen to music anymore on streams and stuff, because if I did, I would do it, but I don't. Hold on, Chris. I want to see how this match ends. I don't think we're going to win it, but who knows? I love how the first song I look at is Highway to Hell, and then the next one that I know is I Was Made for Loving You. Oh, some of these got removed. Thunderstruck. That's a good one. We're just gonna listen to all of them. Ha! I finished it. Alright, hold on. Let me go put something in its place. Alright, Chris, I'm ready when you are. I'm on the highway to hell. Highway to hell. Highway to hell. Also, I just realized what time it is. I'll be back. I have to go and get my brother up, fed, and changed. So I'll be back. I'm back. Oh my god, what is this? Hi, Chris. Wow. Airplane. Wow. Airplane go vroom. Also, cool cockpit. I don't think I've ever looked in this one. Hello, how are you? Looks very nice. Oh, the e-brake! If only if a plane had an e-brake, right, guys? Yes. Ooh. Yes, I play a lot of tanks. I'm just taking a break right now because the Ho-Re is causing issues. Chris, hear me out. If that J-22 can't kill the HS-129, we go after it. No, it's just me and Chris right now. No, you can't make me, Chris. Oh, look. Well, that happened right above us. Oh, I got plane chunks falling in front of me. We're just doing 2-3 at the moment. I'm just trying to get this stuff done. I'm also looking for a plane that I can actually dogfight that won't murder me instantly. I'm not trying to fight any yak. That's not happening. Those have 20 mils. Those are scary. Hey, Chris, a Yak 9 would like to speak to you about your car insurance, or your plane insurance. Yeah, that one. I'm going to go help with the 109. Actually, I don't think he was very worried. Wait a minute, hold on. How did the 129 not die? Alright, I'm going for him. I just want to get a really good shot on him first, though. Hey, I got him. Oh no! Uh-oh. Chris, should we break off since he already has no I'm gonna let the J-20 get him. Oh no, plane's behind me. This is not good. Was there a yak? Yeah, that's not happening, buddy. You failed on that one. Ow, my flap! It's okay, I don't need that. It's not important. I may have lost a few aerodynamics, but I'm okay. Also, have you ever flown a plane and just physically felt like it was heavy? That is exactly how this thing feels. Very, very, very heavy. His plane comes at me! Dude, I think that plane had a mission of its own because I swear I shot his wing and I just watched it come in and clip me. The plane said, "I am the ammo." Yes, Chris, I saw it. Wolf, good luck, and good luck, Wolf. Thank you. Hey, Chris, that JU-88 behind you looks really delicious. Wait, hold on. Yeah, there's 2 bombers and 2 fighters left, so I'm gonna return to hangar. I'm hoping that this plane will be easy to spade out. I mean, I got most of the stuff that I need. Then I gotta get this freaking thing done. That's gonna be like a downgrade, honestly, because like this one comes with 250 cals and 230s. Well, I call them 30s. Other people won't call them 30s, but I call them 30s. Anything 7 point whatever, I call 30s. But 250 cals compared to 250s and 230s is kind of lackluster, if I'm being honest. I'm going to run out of ammo very quickly. And it's the same airplane, too, basically. But funny enough, 17.5 compared to 20.2 seconds of turn time. I'm looking forward to getting in this bad boy. And then funny enough, 17.8 and 17.7, so I'm going to slowly increase or decrease my turn time. And then I have to deal with this monstrosity that I don't know what it's supposed to be. I literally don't understand this aircraft. 8.56. I've never even heard of a caliber of machine gun like that. I know of the 8mm like the Swedish have, but like that's it. I will say this, I think the RE 2001 Series 1 looks really good. I bet it'll be really nice at 3.0. I hope it will, at least. And then we got CB. And then the C202. Feels like they finally took like the 2001. I don't know when these came out. I'd have to go look it up. But it feels like they took the 2001 and made it longer and slightly heavier. And I like the fact that they at least keep with the same armament through most of it. It's actually pretty cool that they do that. I can't wait to get my hands on this thing. Let's see, where are all your machine guns at? Holy cow. 4 of them are in the front. Yes, please. Alright, let's go on ahead. Start getting all these. That as well. That and that. Cool. Alright, perfect. What in the... Okay, that is a massive gap in the wing spar, but okay. So, Chris, did you win that engagement that you were in, or did you fail miserably and die? Good. I'm glad you won. My dog's sitting beside me and he wants pets. Come here, buddy. You know, when I tell you to come here, that normally means come here and get pets, not go under my chair. Come here. Hello. Tell everybody to say hello to you, buddy boo. Shadow's had his medicine now, so he'll be good until tonight. Alright, get down. Get down. Yes, your chats are going through just fine. I just don't understand what the flip you just said. I'm sorry, I was about to say, is that what I think it is? What? What did he say? What is he in? No! Put the triple engine bomber down! Oh. You do not need... Well, actually, yes, on that particular plane model, you do 100%. You 100% need 3 engines. Chris, what did you do? Dude, who rammed you? It might be the Grum guy because he's leaking something. What, Viking? Viking, who has 1,400 hours? Well, 2 aircraft are now on fire. I'm close to 14. No, it's just more or less what I feel like playing. Dino Nerd. Yeah, Chris, we have lives. Not very good lives, but we have lives. I'm about to try and dogfight a Sakine. I know this is not going to go well. Watching a Sakine chicken out on a dogfight that he could have won is crazy to me. FW. I don't know why I'm screaming these like I have support. Chris got murdered.
We're ahead of the enemy.
Yeah, I'm flying towards friendlies right now. Where'd all the other ones come from? Dear Lord. Viking, remember, grass is a real thing. I've touched it before. It feels nice. But I'll tell you what feels better. Sand. Until it gets right in between your toes, then it's just very uncomfortable. But... I've gotten an enemy kill assist so far, which is good in my opinion. Wait, hold on. Oh, I was hoping... There's so many people that I know that have cat in their name, and one of them was Cookie Cat, and I keep wanting to call Kitty Cat Cookie Cat, and it keeps going wrong because I remember like halfway through about to say it. What his name is? Ow, my engine. Uh-oh. 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 Hey, guys, that's not how planes work. Bail, bail, bail. I at least hit him. I don't know why I thought I could head on that thing. I don't want a campfire Viking. It's hot and it burns. Also, hey Chris, quick question. I wanna see if you want to do this challenge with me. So hear me out. All right. We're gonna do a C word. Right? But it's going to be a simulator battle, so which means no planes. Also, give me a second. I got to make a few payments right fast. Okay. Hold on, guys. Okay, I was having like a massive brain fart. Anyway, I have to transfer all my payment stuff into my savings account so that I don't forget to put it in there. So, I want to do a challenge where we do, how do I say this? I want to do a challenge where it's me versus, you guys, and all I can use is like premium stuff. Or not premium stuff, Israeli stuff. That stuff, yeah, that stuff. Well, I mean, I could use other stuff once I run out, but I have to primarily use Israeli stuff. Also, right fast, I need to see about trying to get these ATGMs things working. Let's see, let me go ATGM. Let's see if there's any guidance for it. Okay, well that's not helpful. Soft brake, this movement, weaponry. All right, here we go. Smoke grenades, smoke screening. Change rate of fire, new shell type, weapon lock, switch guidance method. I wonder if that has that. That might be what I have to use, because I don't see anything else. But anyway, let me get a custom going. No, I can almost guarantee that Chris probably has about 2,000 or 3,000 hours of gameplay time in Minecraft. He's a Minecraft kid, let's be honest. I should have given him more credit. Alright, children, let's bring out low tier stuff. I have it set at 14.7, but that doesn't mean everybody can bring it. You know, when I started reading what Neon said, I skipped over the part where he goes, I have a new cat. And all I read was, I have a new kitty girl. And I started worrying and I had to reread it. Bro had me worried for a second. Alright, so you all know where I'm gonna be at, so. I wonder what country Kitty Cat is going to choose. Oh no, he's going Japanese on me. No, British. Swedish? No. Japanese? Japanese? It's sim battles, Viking, yes, but that doesn't mean that you can murder your friends. He's going with the French. This will be entertaining. They'll never see me coming. Chris, I think you would have been kind of proud at what put down the iPad is crazy. Anyway, I think you would have been proud to see how well I did against Pup last night. When I was in the ZSU 57. Let's just say I made very good long shots. Poor Pollen was in a BTR 80, and I kept like sniping him, and he was trying so hard to figure out where I'm at. They'll never guess where I'm at. Hey, Chris, there is a such thing as fat finger syndrome, and I have it, trust me. I don't know, I think they're on the same kind of stuff that my tanks in China are on. I have to wonder sometimes. Ah, yes, the danger sprinkles. No, see, Viking, there's magic sprinkles and then there's danger sprinkles. Guys, I think I made Viking mad. Uh-oh. You guys do know you're supposed to be, well, it's not really a supposed to be, it's just, it would be really smart for y'all to spawn on the same side of the map. Yeah, you can ask a question, go ahead. I don't mind questions. Well, it depends on the question sometimes, but, you know, shoot. Because you're the first one I see, Viking. I don't pick who I kill. Ow, who shot me? No! I've been spotted! I can move. I can back up. I can run. Eh. Oh my god, the amount of times y'all had to shoot me. I don't think, honestly, soap is a liquid or a solid. I think it's just a mix in between. I'm sorry, but did Kitty Cat just go moi, and then that's it? He just, not moi ha ha, it's moi. Let me murder Viking. I want to murder Viking. Stop it! I took his radiator and he took my barrel. This is not... Some wahaha. Yes, some wahaha. Watch it, Neon. Them there's words that'll get your ass kicked out for a few days or a day. You can't treat everybody with respect no matter what they decide to do, then maybe you need to rethink a few things. Just because you disagree with it doesn't mean you gotta treat them with disrespect. I'm curious how Kitty Cat is going to... Wait! No! We can talk about this, Frenchman! There's no need for violence! Apparently there was a need for violence! Ow! My face! It hurts! I don't play soccer, never had. No, what does he mean by worse? Like worse on me or worse for him? I wish there was a way to turn autocorrect off. There might be, I don't know. If I'm being honest, I really don't know. Can we turn Viking off? That'd be a great little button, you know, just click him and then, you know, he turns off for like 5 seconds. What the? Alright. Wait, what do you mean it's vroom vroom? Is that what... Ow! I'm gonna slap. My barrel is bouncing so hard right now. I can't do anything. I literally couldn't do anything at all because my tank was vibrating vibrating violently for some reason. Yeah, my tank was violating the terms of service. Now listen here, Viking. I'm gonna insert the Israeli joke that apparently everybody likes to use. Your land was promised to me 1,000 years ago, and you're gonna give it to me if I have to take it from you. You know, funny enough, all right, so this is the thing I find crazy when I hear people talk about that. So a lot of y'all know I got a... Hello there. I freaking died! Right as I saw him, just detonation. But anyway, like I hear people talk about like the land being promised to them 1,000 years ago, right? So, you know, I study the Bible and, well, I go to Bible study and we study it a lot. And there was, my pastor actually brought up something that was actually really interesting to learn. So, everybody knows that Israel and Palestine are kind of like, like, always at each other's throats, right? There is a reason behind it. And it's actually probably one of the most interesting reasons I think I've ever seen or heard. Chris, murderer. So apparently, and I'm gonna kind of go through the whole thing of like Israel right fast. So, you know, everybody knows, or at least they should know if they've read the Bible, you know, Moses got the Jews and everything away from... Die to a rocket! Die to a rocket! What? Okay, I'm confused now. I'm just gonna... I feel better now. Anyway, Hey, 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 hey! No, 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 no! Bad Chris. Anyway, you hurt me. No, Chris, you, I might actually detonate. Anyway, as I was trying to say before Chris so rudely, you know what? I'm about to... Stop running away from the rocket of truth! Anyway, as I was trying to say... You know what? I'm gonna... Where did that one go? I'm giving it to Chris because that one just kind of slid sideways for some reason. Anyway, as I was trying to say, so, you know, Moses gets the Jews, he takes them to where Israel would be, and he goes up on the thing, and, you know, of course he gives them the 10 Commandments, yada yada yada. You know, we all know the story. Is that a Gepard? No, it's something Italian. Anyway, I'm genuinely curious what he's in. Sneaky sneak. Oh, that's what he's in. I can't shoot that. Anyway, so, you know, years go by and, you know, Israel starts going against these rules that God had set up for them. I don't understand why it... There it goes. Okay. And so, you know, they go through the Judges and everything. And you'd have to read the whole book of Judges in order to understand what I'm talking about. And years pass, and eventually, this is something my pastor actually put in there that I thought was actually really fun information. Years pass, and this country, I can't remember what it was, captures some of Israel, right? Well, out of spite, he names it Palestine. And hence, that's where Palestine comes into existence. So, like, when a lot of people say that the Israelis hate the Palestinians, I don't think people realize how much they actually really do hate them. Yummy! I can't kill you. No! I was saying hello! Man, y'all are abusive. Yeah, like, I find the history of Israel to be kind of interesting from a biblical standpoint, but not only from a biblical standpoint, but just a, like a all-around standpoint. Like, it's a really interesting country to really look into. But the funny thing is then it is preceded, every bit of land in Israel is taken from them. And then years later, so you want to play. You want to play. Got my eye on you, AA Ron! I'm sorry, it's too easy sometimes. Also, I grabbed the wrong version, hold on. But, yeah, so it's like really interesting to me how like Israel's always like this land was promised to me. No, the land isn't promised to you. It is promised to the original people that God got out of the land, or got out of, how do I say it? Dude, I swear I keep freaking running into like little rat tanks, but I can't find any of you. You're gonna make me hurt you, aren't you? What? Okay. Nope. Mm-mm. Nope. Mm-mm. What?
جان مخان خذ شريان داود نفقانو Weiter raus, Männer! Weiter raus, Männer! خذ شريان داود
You try getting sick and tired of getting spawn camped and see how you feel, Viking. I'm just aiming. I just got really lucky. Did he really bring out an M22?
خذ شريان داود
Poor Viking! Chris, am I being mean? I feel like I was a little mean to Viking. That was kind of mean. You dare! Somebody just tried to... Somebody trying to shoot over a hill to get me. They're like right there. If I had the appropriate round... Let me load this round right fast. Let me just, There we go. Where the flip was that from? As a matter of fact, Chris, it has. That's not why I left. And I can't get mad at anybody other than myself for me getting angry there, because I know better than to do me versus everybody, because I always get ganged up on when I do. I mean, that's why I stopped doing it so long ago, was because of the fact that I kept constantly getting ganged up on. Either I got ganged up on, I got spawn camped, and it just ruined the fun, so I stopped doing them. And it seems that it's a continuous process, so, you know. Is it just me, or does the Vickers Mark III look very rounded? The answer to that is no, because I'm probably about to get off and go try and do 2 hours of Minecraft. I might do more than 2 hours, I don't know. The Chieftain Mark III being at 8.7 just feels like crap criminal, honestly. I do want to try, and I don't know if you have anything, Kitty Cat, that you could do this with, but I've been talking to Pollen, and I'm thinking about trying to get together with him, and we're gonna try, and it'll be way in the future, but I want to try and do I want to try and kind of not 100% historically recreate, but kind of historically recreate the events where Israel was going against that other country. But considering we don't have that other country in War Thunder, we need old Russian tanks. So I was going to see if I could get enough people together that we could do that engagement or not. And I'd really like to try and do it, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't remember the name of the engagement and all that stuff. And of course, I also want to try and do Operation Desert Storm, because why not? Also, Chris, the answer to your question is yes, Chieftain. Chieftain is a yes. There is no. There is only yes. You know, say what you want, but the Type 87 just looks like a wheeled vehicle of the XM800. Yeah, that one. I think that was what it is. I can't remember, like I said. I think it's that one, though. But like I said, it'll be way, way in the future. What did they do to my boy? Oh my lord, they murdered him. They murdered my boy. Well, yeah, there's a Syrian T-72, but like, what I'm saying is, I gotta watch the Yarn Hub video on it first so that I know like what vehicles, at least close enough, or well, I should say it the way I really mean it. What vehicles are going to at least be close enough that we have. But obviously, I'm not going to require for everybody to have them. It's just going to be like, bring Israel and then bring like these old Russian like T-54s, T-55s, T-62s, and stuff like that, you know, so that we can, you know, instead of having to keep it so confined to certain tanks, we can just go, bring out what you have, and then we'll go for it. But like, obviously we'll, you know, cap it at a certain BR or whatever, so that, you know, everybody doesn't start bringing out stuff that like the modern like T90s and stuff like that. But I really want to try it. I want to see how well it'll go. I want to kind of try and get some different like cinematic type things going. I think it'd be fun. I really do. I think everybody would enjoy it. We just have to like figure out if we wanted to do it in like realistic battles or if we wanted to do it in sim. Personally, considering the fact that you can't really look around very well in sim, I think we'll probably do it in sim and just require for everybody to use the real gun sight. You know, that way, you know, we at least have something. But we'll see. Like I said, we'll work through it. We'll figure it out, and once we get everything figured out, we'll make a plan on to do it one day. I don't think I'm gonna announce that I'm doing it though. It'll just be like one of those things where if you join and I'm doing it that day, you get to participate. No real reason to do it any other way. Oh god. I'll answer that in the next one. Anyway, I'm going to go on ahead and go and hop on Minecraft. I hope everybody has a lovely day. And remember, you mess with the wolf, you get the fangs. Y'all have a good one.